On this week's Silver Screen Report, we're hitting the runway with Prom Blast models, finding ways to cope with end-of-the-year stress, and previewing upcoming movies in this weekend's Addams Family Show.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, April 13th, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
Get ready to set your Wednesday morning alarm to a regular schedule. There are only 2 late Wednesdays left in the school year. Here's India Wright with more.
End-of-the-year testing coming up in May, the school district is deciding to stop late Wednesdays to finish out exams and give out more learning time.
I have AP testing, EOC testing, and then final exams for seniors and underclassmen. And so in order for students to get the full 90-minute block, we have to take away the late Wednesdays.
Really enjoy the late Wednesdays. It gives the teachers a chance to get together and discuss what we can do to better help teach the students.
With students and staff used to the extra hour on Wednesday morning, eliminating the late start has brought up mixed feelings to those affected.
Personally, late Wednesdays, it doesn't really affect me that much because I always wake up at the same time. But overall, I'd imagine it's going to bother a lot of other people that like to stay up late.
I don't think it'll be too hard for students. They get most of the days they have to be here at that time anyway. So I think more than anything, it just is a routine for them rather than getting that extra hour or so of sleep.
Hopefully it'll be fine. You know, they do it 4 days out of the week, so this will, in my mind, I like consistency. So I'm happy that we go back to the just the 5 days, get in at 8:20 and get the day rolling.
Going into the fourth quarter comes exams, EOCs, and AP tests. Being prepared for the academic load is vital to finishing the year out strong.
Start studying now. Do not wait till the day or the week before the exam. Studying a little bit each night is going to do you wonders opposed to cramming the night before.
The more you plan ahead and the longer you study for something, not necessarily at one time, but over time, like over the span of a month or so, the more you study for one thing specifically, it'll be more beneficial in the long term.
This has been India Wright with the Silver Screen Report.
If you need help dealing with the stress that comes at the end of the school year, a mindfulness group meets every Wednesday in room 109 to discuss healthy coping mechanisms. Max Franks has the story.
Stress in high school go hand in hand, and it can sometimes get overwhelming with projects and essays, stuff like that. That's why over there in room 109, students are using mindfulness to help deconstruct their own little levels of stress instead of keeping it balled up. That's why I'm going over there to room 109 to deconstruct my own little stress ball.
Every Wednesday when you enter room 109 at lunchtime, you will take a seat in the circle of chairs, take one of the many snacks if you're hungry, and wait for the others to file in. Once everyone is in, the lesson will begin. In this case, we were shown a TED Talk on how to change our outlook on stress.
So, what activities do you do in this group? Like, what do you plan to do? Like, what are some big ones that might be in the works, stuff like that?
So this group is really, we call it a psychoeducational group. So it's really just teaching students about stress. So, you know, what do you think stress is? How do you define stress? What are your beliefs about stress? Because there's a lot, you know, stress is a small word, but there's a lot that goes into it. And one of the things that we've seen, you know, in high schools and then also when students get into maybe higher education or out in the real world, you know, stress is going to happen. And we want students to have a foundation for having some coping skills to be able to successfully navigate stress that they are likely going to experience, you know, through high school.
I'd like to add that 1, you get free snacks if you go, so there's no reason not to go. And 2, I think more people should, because most people, they hear mindfulness and go, pasha, that's for hippies and yogis, but it's actually helps clear your mind, it helps get you to think. So anyway, if a loser like me can kind of get rid of his negligible amount of stress, deal with his first world problems, then I'm almost certain that whoever you are, you'll have a great time there. This has been Max Franks with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is tranquil, an adjective meaning calm.
Summer provides students and teachers with an opportunity to get out of Irmo and see the world. Madden McCormick takes a look at what it's like to be a traveler.
What it's like to be a traveler. It's more than just hopping on a plane and going somewhere far away. It's appreciating the beauty of different cultures and different walks of life. It's going out into the world with an open mind. It's the thrill of being set free, and it's the fear of what you may witness.
I had heard all these things about traveling and how dangerous it was for young women to be outside of the U.S., and I found none of that to be true. I found the exact opposite. People were very open, happy. They wanted to talk to me. They wanted to trade clothes with me because I was from the U.S. and they wanted my jeans. They thought jeans were so cool, and so that was really impactful. Very early on, I learned that traveling was something that would help me grow as a person and help expand my mind and my heart to different things.
Traveling, with its exhilarating experience, isn't always a magical experience. Spending countless hours on a crowded plane or bus, walking for miles, getting little to no sleep, unkind strangers, seeing impoverished people, not being able to help those people, and most importantly, missing home. With all those things in mind, traveling is still the best thing in the world. Those countless hours you spent traveling led you to the most beautiful things you've ever seen, and those mile-long walks lead you to the people you will never forget. Seeing those less fortunate than you, and living minimally, changes you and your world forever. What it's like to be a traveler is what it's like to be free.
I think anytime you go somewhere and it's different and you're outside of your comfort zone, it causes you, I call it humility and a humbleness, and it reminds you to be grateful for the things you have.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their favorite vacation destinations.
I have to say Charleston, South Carolina, because it is very historic and has a lot of culture.
I like to travel to Myrtle Beach because I love swimming and it's a great place to go with family and friends.
I like to go to the mountains, and it's because I like the nature and the air is really clear there and everything's just really pretty.
My favorite travel destination is New York, as you can see. I'm from there. I've experienced a lot of it's not like historical stuff. There's a lot of famous buildings and a lot of, newer buildings. But for me, I like the historical areas.
Held on the last Wednesday before spring break, Prom Blast gets juniors and seniors excited for prom. Here's Katie Rojas with the recap.
Prom Blast is an annual event that showcases prom attire and gets students ready for the spring formal.
It's a way to promote prom. That's the way we use the modeling and the style show for us to promote prom and get kids all excited and get them ready to go to prom.
A bunch of girls and guys get together and we wear our prom gear and our outfits, and we get people excited for prom.
The event also serves as a time for students to rent tuxes and get ideas about what they might wear to prom.
It'll give them dress ideas, and you can also rent tuxedos during Prom Blast, so that's really helpful.
Some people might like different styles, and so you can just kind of figure out I kind of like that, and go look for it in stores. You can talk to us afterwards, say, hey, where'd you get that? Or you know what I mean? Just kind of just to get an idea.
Prom tickets will start being sold today up until the 27th, and prom will be held April 28th at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. This has been Katie Rojas with your Silver Screen Report.
Within the next few weeks, a flood of movies are coming out. Bailey Hunter tells you which ones to be excited about and why.
Isle of Dogs is the latest stop-motion endeavor by director Wes Anderson. Coming out today, the movie has garnered its own little buzz from critical acclaim and the talent involved. Other than Anderson, it has a big cast including Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, Edward Norton, Bryan Cranston, Greta Gerwig, and Scarlett Johansson. Having seen the movie, it's worth looking forward to as it's funny and packs its own emotional punch.
Will you help him? The little pilot.
Why should I?
Because he's a 12-year-old boy. Dogs love those.
We'll find him.
Avengers Infinity War is the heavily anticipated movie that connects the Marvel Universe in a way we have yet to see, bringing characters like Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Spider-Man into the Avengers world to fight the ultimate villain of Thanos. Directed by the Russo brothers, having previously helmed Marvel films such as Winter Soldier and Civil War, this massive blockbuster looks like it will deliver when it hits theaters at the tail end of this month. Solo is the next Star Wars movie, this one focusing on the character of Han Solo. The movie, which comes out in May, has been through a lot as the original directors, the talented Phil Lord and Chris Miller, left because of creative differences, leading Disney to bring in Ron Howard to finish it up last summer. The film stars Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo and Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, and although it's faced some adversities, it's looking to overcome them when it opens next month.
When do you know how to fly? 190 years old? You look great. Push it!
This has been Bailey Hunter with your Silver Screen Report.
Tonight, the Dutch Fork Theater Department's new show, The Addams Family, premieres. Here's a preview.
I just think that this particular show is going to be such a rewarding, thrilling, amazing experience, both to be a part of and also to come see.
Right shoulder, left shoulder.
There's so many things that I am excited about with this show. One of the biggest ones is that the cast brings in people from so many different parts of the school. That this show has football players and chorus kids and theater students and dancers in principal roles, and that really excites me because it's a better representation of Dutch Fork, I think.
I'm excited for all the people to come out and see it and all the dancing and stuff like that, and it's going to be fun. Anyone else?
There's going to be a lot of talent. I'm excited to see everybody act in a different way.
I'm excited because this is probably my last show in high school, and I'm excited. I hope it's one of the greatest ones.
And now for some announcements. Seniors, make sure you join the DFHS Senior Slideshow group on Facebook. Upload pictures of you and your friends to be featured at this year's senior celebration. Senior Field Day will take place in the stadium from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Friday, April 27th. Seniors must check in by 9 a.m. at the far gate with your student ID. All early dismissals or late arrivals must be cleared through attendance by Wednesday, April 25th. See senior class sponsor Lori Humphrey for more information. Now here's Todd with more.
Thanks, Mia. The DFHS Community Book Club meets next Wednesday in the Media Center after school. The group will be discussing Ruta Septis's historical novel, Between Shades of Grey. The annual Recent Works Art Show will be held Thursday, April 26th, beginning at 5:30 in the Media Center. Come check out student artworks and stay for the awards. Prom tickets are on sale from now until April 26th in the Commons during lunch. Tickets are $25 each and cash or check will be accepted. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.